Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. In this video, we're actually going to go through how to migrate your LP tokens from Terra swap over to Astroport for the Astro token Lockdrop. If you're not sure what any of that means, hopefully we can clarify some of that in this video. As a precursor to this, you will need some Luna tokens. You're going to need a Terra Station wallet. Ideally, you're going to want to use a Ledger hardware wallet as well. Did a full video explaining the process of setting one of these up and how to store and stake your Luna tokens in this video here. So go and check that out if you're unfamiliar with this ecosystem, but let's wet your whistle as to why you may want to get involved. So coming up here, we have Astroport. And at the moment in time, we are in phase 1 here during this lock drop event, and we are precisely here 11 days out from launch. So you have tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday to get involved here. Essentially, if you lock LP tokens for any of the trading pairs mentioned in the above by here, you can see them all here. Well, getting these LP tokens here gets you an airdrop in the Astro token. Astroport is going to be the go-to DEX, decentralized exchange, on Terra's ecosystem, the first real standout of its kind. We've got Terra swap, it's a little bit flaky, not the best looking. Astroport is going to change the game here and bring with it a whole host of new utilities. So here are some of the various pools you can get involved with. Luna to UST, B Luna to Luna, the one I'm getting involved with, as essentially there's no impermanent loss here. You are just pairing two of the same assets. Ankh UST, Mirror UST, Star Terra UST, and so on and so forth. And you can see the amount of Astro tokens to each of these pools. So in total, 75 million Astro will be given to Lockdrop participants in these LP pools. So phase 1 here, we are, as I say, on day 11, so still a few more days to get involved. From day 9, you can only withdraw 50% of your migrated liquidity. And then from day 8 here, you will be able to withdraw some of the liquidity if you wish, but this will reduce linearly until the end of the day down to 0%. So essentially what this does is it gives a bit of game theory behind any participants who want to maybe spoof the markets here. So for example, if I've got $1 billion worth of Luna, B Luna LP position and I deposit it, people will think, oh my God, this is going to be highly diluted by this huge mega whale. But if this is just to try and spoof people out of getting involved, well, this guy has to actually pull his liquidity before day 9 and day 8. Otherwise, he's going to be locked in. So just a few mechanics behind this there. Essentially, for most of us, we're just coming in, locking up our LP tokens and waiting for phase 2. We will go over this at a later stage when phase 2 goes live. So at some point next week, it starts from Tuesday. And this is where we actually get our Astro tokens and we can begin to lock these with or without UST. And this will be the liquidity that bootstraps the overall pool here. And this will give us an idea of the price of the Astro token. And then we have the full launch of the Astroport DEX from December the 28th out here. So this from Remy, global macro investor and Real Vision co-founder. So I will never give financial advice, but this time and only this time, I'll give you a recommendation. Consider getting LPs ready to migrate to Astroport and you'll get Lockdrop tokens, the Astro governance token, HODL, and you'll thank me in 6 months' time. So if you're bullish on the Terra ecosystem generally, it makes sense to be bullish on Astroport as it's going to be the main DEX over here. For me personally, I'm super bullish on Terra, and I think that this Astro token will be highly valuable over time. If we just look at a little bit of the landscape here, over on ETH, Uniswap has a market cap 6.5 bill. The Pancake Swap over on BSC, the leading DEX, 3.1 bill. Loopring here, a layer 2 solution, DEX, 2.5 bill. And then we've got the likes of Thor, Curve, Sushi, all in the mid to high ones, and then 1inch and Osmosis around 1 billion in market cap as well. So this gives you an idea that a leading DEX on a growing chain like Terra could easily get a 1, 2, or even higher billion-dollar market cap over the, I don't know, mid to long term. A year, 2 years time maybe. Probably not going to be overnight we get to $1 billion, but you can kind of see the evaluations here. So rather than buying into these tokens at a later date, you can just lock up some LP positions, bootstrap liquidity on this new protocol, and get Astro tokens in return. And you can max out the number of Astro tokens you get by locking the LP position for up to 52 weeks. So we're going to just jump in here. We're going to lock some LP position and just show you how exactly it works. So if you want to get involved, it should be fairly easy to actually follow along with. So in the background here, I have my Terra Station wallet connected with my ledger, and I've logged in. So this is where we will find the home of Astroport, astroport.fi, the future of trading. Nice, like far future aesthetics behind it. The team from Delphi have been working hard on creating this, and I think that this will be their main flagship product that they've first incubated, and really looking forward to how this all works out. We've also got the Chad guy here as well. So the next evolution in DEXs, it supports 2 liquidity pool types, so a bit of a standout feature here. It's got Uniswap's constant product formula pools and also Curve's stable swap invariant formula pools as well. And as we know, everything within the Terra ecosystem works pretty damn slickly. So if you just go to Astro Drop, it will take you to this page here. And we can see we are roughly 3 days, 18 hours out from the launch of phase 2. So you've got a few more days to get involved here with phase 1. So if you want to master tokens, you need to get your finger out over this weekend. So what do we need to do? Well, first and foremost, establish which pool we want to get involved with. Do you want to get involved with the Luna UST pool? You could potentially get some impermanent loss here. If you don't know what impermanent loss is, I've done a full video of it on my channel, so do check that out just to be sure. If you do not want any impermanent loss, this means that the 2 assets in the LP position will not diverge in price, i.e. we choose B Luna and Luna. They are essentially the same price, tiny bit of slippage between them, but essentially the same price. This means there'll be no impermanent loss here, and it also allows us to maintain our directional bias of being long the Luna token. So this is the pool I'm actually getting involved with. And then from here on down, you can see all these various altcoins within the ecosystem you can also provide liquidity for. So getting involved is pretty easy. We can just do it all from this interface. Click on provide liquidity here. Now this takes us over to the Terra swap interface. So this is where we're migrating our LP tokens from. Initially, it takes us to the provide page. So this would be where we actually put our 2 tokens in equal balance together and then get the LP token for it. So it'll be Luna, B Luna. Luna's already on screen, B Luna's there. As you can see, I've got no B Luna currently. So I need to swap some of my Luna into B Luna. So I'm going to click on the swap button. So from here, I need half and half of these 2 assets. I've got 15.6 Luna in the bag here. So I'm going to convert 7.8 Luna into B Luna and just wait for that to load up. These assets should be pegged together at the same value pretty much, but there is a little bit of slippage and differentiation between the 2. So as you can see, the rate is 0.9879 B Luna per Luna. Anyway, I'm going to swap my Luna into B Luna here. With that 50-50 ratio, I'm going to click swap and then confirm it on my ledger. So that transaction is now complete. I've got some Luna converted into B Luna, and now I have 50-50 in both of these assets. And I press done and then go to the provide tab. And then from here, I've selected Luna and B Luna and I press max, and then shave a little bit off to try and utilize the maximum amount of B Luna I've got. So it'll be 7.77 in total. And then I can add these 2 together for a new LP position. So I'll press provide and confirm on my ledger. So there we are, that is now complete. And if I press done and then go to the withdraw button, we can actually see the LP position. So there we have it, our B Luna to Luna position is there, a balance of 5.63 LP tokens. So nothing more to do on here. We're going to go back into Astroport, and now you can see that we have my Terra swap liquidity, 5.63, roughly $1,000 worth, and then the lock LP tokens button is ready for us to press. So the first slider here is how much of the LP position do we want to migrate? Well, the whole damn thing. There's no point doing less, in my opinion. I'm not going to do anything else with these tokens. And then the second thing to think about is how long do you want to lock this for? The minimum duration is 2 weeks. And then note the number of Astro tokens we're getting down here, roughly 57 at the moment. But if I extend this to a longer duration, say 14 weeks, I'm going to get, instead of 56, 96. And if I want to lock for a whole year, up to the 20th of December 2022, well, I can get 218 Astro tokens. And this is what I'm going to do. My directional bias is along Luna. These are reward tokens that I've got over some time here, and I'm happy to lock these up for a long duration. So I'm going to lock these up for the full duration and max out the number of Astro tokens I'm going to get during this lock drop. So I'll press lock LP token and then confirm on my ledger once more. Also note the T's and C's here. Of course, there are some risks utilizing anything in DeFi, so do be aware of this before you put your life savings into this. And there we have it, successfully locked the B Luna Luna LP for 52 weeks. And now we just need to wait for phase 2 coming up next Tuesday. So that will be the next port of call next Tuesday from the 21st of December. Utilizing the Astro you get from phase 1 here, we'll find out exactly how many Astro tokens we're going to get, as during this last few days, the number we're going to get could be diluted by additional people jumping in, which I'm sure will happen. And then when we've got these Astro tokens in phase 2, we can start to lock these up to bootstrap the Astro UST liquidity pool. So you can see some of the stats here. My estimated returns, 218 tokens. My liquidity added roughly 983 bucks worth. And of course, you can add more up to the final day, which is on Monday. And you can do a few different positions in different LP positions and for different durations, depending on what you're comfortable with. So for me, I'm very bullish on this ecosystem overall and want to get my hands on some Astro tokens. And so I'm happy to lock for the longest duration and get as many tokens as possible, the most bang for my buck. We will recommence on next Tuesday onwards in phase 2 and see where we lie from there. I hope you enjoyed this one. Hopefully it's easy enough to follow along with. Everything user interface wise on Terra is pretty damn simple. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.